Alright. So I've got 4 panaceas, I've got a schmatter, I've got 35 copies of my current Twirine extract set up. 6 Twirine I can change for bullets if I want to. A lot of medkit stuff, a lot of immunity shit. Yeah. I could have even made even more, but that was how many I felt like manually moving to my inventory. Because, yeah, having to click once for every single resource you want to move from one inventory to another is actually kind of a pain in the ass. I really wish that they had like move stack functionality, which is pretty standard nowadays, but I guess that wasn't back then, and or they just didn't do it. But also they did a re-release, and I feel like the re-release could have let you do that, but I guess not. Not even like a move 10 or move 5 or anything. So if you have like 100 of something, you bet you're gonna have to click 100 times. They have an interesting loop here. The idea of like doing quests and appealing townsfolk by day and managing your reputation and stuff like that. And then at night you have to worry about your supplies. You son of a bitch. That guy walked directly in front of the way of the knife throw, I think. And that guy was just pointing a gun at him and not shooting the entire time, which is a weird look. And now he's just done. That was almost bad. There's a rat. Which is bad enough, but that guy tends to murder me when a rat is adjacent. I can't go this way. Shit. Is he gonna keep burning? I think he is. He's very dedicated to his job, you know. God damn. Yeah, they have an interesting loop of this idea of like appeasing townsfolk, managing your reputation, doing quests, trying to solve the plague during the day, and then at night, this idea of like a different world spawns into being, and there's hostile units everywhere, and different things change, and different zones mean different things at different times, and you have to manage your resources and really deal with shit. Like, there's a lot of interesting mechanics going on here. And you can gather these resources, and you can barter these resources with different units around around the map that will trade different things for them. Like, that's all interesting too. It's just, unfortunately, it kind of all falls apart is the problem, in that they have all these interesting ideas, but they don't come together to create a cohesive, balanced gaming experience or anything. So I'm kind of just doing whatever. And as you can tell, I'm like flooded with resources I don't need. And that's iffy. You could say, well, of course you're doing well. You're playing the game a second time, and when you play a game again, obviously you get better at it. Yeah, but they knew I'd play the game multiple times because they designed 3 campaigns. It's designed to be played over and over again, and so it also seems to be that by that argument not designed to be challenging. Okay. So this fits in with what was said during the Bachelor campaign. In the Bachelor campaign, you find out about this bull. You don't really understand what it's for or what. You're just like, this is a plague problem. It's going to get people sick, right? And so, as the Bachelor, you want to have it dealt with. So you tell Brick about it. Brick or Block, whatever. I think Brick was my Zelda character, and Block is the guy in this game. You tell Block about it, and Block sends people with flamethrowers over to deal with it. That has clearly happened now in Artemis' campaign, and it was probably the Bachelor's fault again. But now that we're Artemis, we know that it's actually the one vital source of the blood. So this is actually really fucked up. This is we're in trouble here, because these guys are the primary source. That bull was supposed to be where we get the blood from. That we could hopefully be able to cure everyone from, and now that bull is gone. This is basically the biggest mistake ever made. Admittedly, Artemis made no attempt to tell the Bachelor about the bull, which kind of would be important, so you kind of fucked up, Artemis. You kind of didn't tell any of the people that you cooperate with that this is the source that you can make panaceas from. So like, that's kind of fucked. In fact, Artemis made no attempt to seize the bull from the worms either, which seemed odd, because he can be somewhat ruthless. I mean, I have personally harvested the organs of 300 people as him, at least. So, the idea that he wouldn't seize the bull seems like a giant mistake when it clearly is a source of blood that will cure the entire town, and he knows how to use it. That sucks. But yeah, here we are now. And now they're all dead. And the bull is gone, but I'm not sure what happened to the bull or what. Move along. Nothing to see here. It's all done with anyway. Hey, over there. Block the roads. Tell Longan to send a rifle squad. Where's the bull? It was burnt down. I bet you're lying. Where is the bull? Get lost, or you'll have your beef roasted. Who ordered to burn the bull? We have a commanding officer, Commander Longan. If you have any questions, you're welcome to visit the Ordnance headquarters. My job is to burn infectious dirt. You fit the description. Ain't you brave, what with the flamethrower and all? That Longan ears may turn out to be more compliant. Fuck. No, not this guy. I was gonna say, I don't think Block is named Longan. And I was right, and I wish I wasn't right. Damn it. Alright, let's go. A long trip, too. I can hang a right and get out of the more convoluted parts of the city, at least. That's not great news. Okay, so Longan... It's the same piece of shit that attacked and arrested the Bachelor during his campaign and threw him into the graveyard where he had to punch dogs to death, which were the only dogs I encountered in the entire Bachelor campaign. So I've been very confused by the fact that as Artemy, I've seen at least 2 dogs just wandering around, maybe more. I want to say I saw 2 in the slums area over here, kind of, and then 1 in this works over here in the factory. I'm not sure why they're so concentrated in this chunk of the map specifically, but I never encountered them as the Bachelor. But I don't know if that's because they weren't there or because the Bachelor had no reason to go there, because this whole chunk of area is where Artemy lives, and the Bachelor lives clear on the other side of town. Which is a mixed bag as far as how useful either of those locations are, but that's the core difference between the two. Should probably just run down diagonally. Yeah, no reason to use the bridge. In fact, once you're out of the town, you're safe. These chunks of map are never plague, and they're never criminals. It's just a field you can run around and run straight towards your objective. But yeah, their homes were in different locations, so I frequent the works, and that one far east chunk of the map that I can't think of the name of right now. Usually can't think of the names of any of them, to be honest. So since I frequent this place more often, maybe I saw more dogs as a result? Or maybe they only showed up for Artemy? I don't know. I just heard the damn dogs barking all campaign long, and I didn't know where the hell they were. Like, where are all the dogs? Where are the good boys? And so it was really heartbreaking that the first dogs I ever saw as the Bachelor I had to punch to death because they were trying to eat me in a weird mob hit as that place. So is Longan going to be in the middle of town or something? Instead of... Not in the middle of town, in the middle of train yard instead of down at the end there where it sucks? Oh. Is he the one that was in this car holding Grace? Okay. I'm listening. Was it you that ordered to burn the bull? As an officer, I expect to be addressed as Sir. Self-respecting people address soldiers likewise. I'm a steppe man. There are no sirs in the steppe. So? Do you even realize what kind of creature it was? Thousands of panaceas samples could have been made from it. The flamethrower core burn everything that is a sanitary hazard. A bull and a lot went very much against sanitary regulations. In all honesty, the whole town is abnormal. Who gave the order? Was it the commander? There is an authorized agent commissioned with supervising the sanitary situation in the town. Bachelor Dankovsky. He is in charge. So that's who's doing it was. Our job is to exterminate anything that can threaten the state. We're doing it, no matter who tries to stop us. Stop grinding your teeth, it's bad for the enamel. Tch. Okay. I bet he's not happy with him right now. This is a side quest still? Okay. You'd think the Panacea Bowl would be... Well, I guess because it's destroyed, it's probably a side quest. Bolstorok departs. What could have happened to the bull last night? Could it be that the children were wrong in the first place? I can't believe it. The last of the bulls that were older than our settlement have been burned by the mutineer soldiers. They referred me to the instructions issued by a new officer in charge, some Captain Longin. So Bachelor Dankovsky was the inspiration for this crime? I wonder how he will justify his wrongdoing. I would partly justify it in that you didn't bother telling him about the situation. Feels like you could have done that, Mr. Artemy. Although, yeah, Bachelor Jankovsky did know something about like a half-man, half-bull deity blood sample source that's mandatory. But also he keeps saying that this is all superstition and meaningless, which is weird because he's really weirdly compliant in some of these stories and is telling me about them and theorizing about them and solving the puzzles while then pulling back and saying this is all superstition bullshit anyway. Kind of feels like he won't pick a side to some extent. Or he won't commit. But then he makes these massive decisions one way or another despite that. So do you guys just like not see that dude or what? Like how are these guys even managing to get around town sometimes? It's kind of fascinating. Oh god. Are you... I was gonna say, like, is he taking damage or no? Damn those unreliable headshots. Oh, there's a rat. I can avoid him. I can avoid him.
Yes.
I hope I managed to convince you. Did they burn the bull on your orders, Oinen? What bull? Think about it, Burke. There was no bull. There was a supreme one at the Bone Stake lot. There was no bull, but... Shh. Don't tell anyone about it. I gave an order to the soldiers so they'd have something to take it out on. Better let them burn an outskirt lot than a cathedral square. The bridge square, you mean? I think you can see my point, Burke. I gave the order to burn it because it was a nuisance that provoked unrest. Its huge body was filled with infectious spores. It was my duty, after all. Don't be stubborn. I'm not getting in your way, so don't you get in mine. For the time being, Oinen. What the fuck?
Truth does not...
Just like that, it's over, huh? Yep. If we could look soberly on the matter, everyone did just as they should. The Bachelor was doing his duty. Still, the resolution of this story has a strong air of sacrilege about it. Yeah, we're fucked. Shit. Wow, my meters are totally fine. I really have nothing to do right now. My health's good, my immunity is good, my hunger's good, exhaustion's good, infection's good, reputation's good. I don't have a current quest. I'm just gonna head over towards, what's his name? Oyen. Is that what we call him? Yeah. Let's go all the way across town, straight towards the foreman. Because he still claims that there's going to be trials. And, yeah, when I get there, it'll probably be 7 o'clock by then. And I'll probably have gotten a letter or something saying, hey, it's time for that. I kind of just happened upon 2 separate quests while waiting for the day to start. And so now I've done both of today's, at least 2 of today's quests before it even starts. Which puts me in a really unusually good place as far as my schedule goes. You fucker. I already killed it, you fucker. Thanks for that. Yeah, I don't have any reason to go farming and wiping out all the lootable places. That's kind of needless resource acquisition at this point in the campaign, when clearly I don't need it anymore. And I don't have a quest. All my stats are good. I've created all the panaceas I can out of the existing samples. It feels weird. It feels weird to be in the stages of letting go and accepting that the campaign is going to end soon. Day 11, in which the Haruspex finds himself trapped, for his dilemma consists of mutually exclusive truths. It all ends tomorrow. I think I remembered it correctly. Anyway, we're at Grace's lodge because we had a surprise invitation. I was right at the abattoir too. I haven't actually gotten a letter saying to go to the abattoir yet. Clara's invitation. Please make sure you speak to me before going to the abattoir. I will be in the cemetery lodge with Grace. They will attempt to take your life today. I can tell you how you might survive and lead your opponents into the trap they themselves have set.
I'll find a use for every single person here. I'll perform the essential miracle.
It would be nice if you'd ever explain that, but sure, whatever. It's good that you've come to me, orphan. That's just not... Don't call people orphans. You'd have your head rolling if you hadn't. Wouldn't have lived to see the evening. But I will come to your aid tonight and teach you how to stay alive. Alright, speak. You're on your way to see the foreman now, aren't you? Well, yeah. The foreman will offer you the final trial today. He'll promise to reveal everything if you pass it. He'll tell all about the sacrifice you're required to make, and you will only have to kill it. See? And then they'll give you the blood. But it's all lies. How do you know? Well, I'm not an entirely common person. I have a way of knowing. Trust me. Everyone always has to trust them. So what can you offer me? The foreman's trial will be designed so that you wouldn't stand a chance. He'll tell you to descend into the depths, or go through the throat, or something, and to get back from there. And that's where you'll die, because there's no coming back from that place. But I know how to outsmart him. Why would you help me? I help everyone. I bring the dead back to life. This is why I came to this world. This is what I've been doing my whole time here. Healing and reviving. There's nothing for me to gain from it. I've heard different. So do you agree? I do. Oh.
You've changed. Or am I imagining things?
Why are you so hesitant? Heir to your father, future priest, head of the kin? Why are you helping me? Do you remember the tale of an orphan? A butterfly pupa helped him, and he helped her in return. So this is your plan.
Yes?
You wrote to me, and nothing spoken can disavow that. So what? I wanted you to have one more chance, an option to make a free choice. You're lying to yourself. I know your kind of possession. Yeah. He who has ears, let him hear nothing. He who has eyes, let him see nothing. Have I really not done enough miracles recently? Do I really need to prove myself to you? As you wish. Have it your way. Have if your way. I seek to gain no profit from you. No, you don't, but I'm not in a mood to argue.
Why don't they bring anyone here?
There still isn't technically a today's quest. Interactions with her are strange. She's like, have I not done enough miracles already? I'm like, well... Have you done any miracles that I could observe? Clara... I'm trying to think of what she's done in this campaign. I feel like Clara hasn't really done anything during... Haruspex's campaign that he could observe as being a good thing she did. That was some kind of miracle, or even a good thing she did. I'm here. That's a long walk.
The mistress has prepared the first sacrifices.
Why have you come, kindred one? You know about the trials, come on. Don't be a jackass. I've come to withstand the final trial and find out what sacrifice the kin wants from me. I will send you to the point where Suok's lines meet. You will let her swallow you. We shall talk as equals if you find your way back. How do I do that? Get out of here. To the right. Step into the next cave. It is the hollow of her primal womb. You will see a wall. This is where her navel is untied for those who have the knowledge. Then you will fall down. Lay your body down there and come towards Suok's navel. Go to the heart of her lines. Then come back here. Then we will talk. That's simple. You will see. Okay. Did something change again? Oh, there's a line going up the needle now. This map got crazy in the Haruspex playthrough. What is it zoomed in on? Maybe just where I used the map last? I mean, it's probably in here in the cave, right? So it's probably not something I need to look for manually. Oh. This looks safe. You're gonna die. Like, that's just... You're just falling under rocks. What the... Wait, that looks exactly like me. Okay, the changeling's here and 6 executors, and that looks like a copy of the Haruspex character model. What the hell? Come to us, sweet soul. Look, the nails are waiting for you. I'm not dead yet. Take some more, sweet soul. Look, some nails are already in. Are you drawing my last breath from me? Indeed, sweet soul. It's leaving you with every word you mutter. Look at the nails. There's only one left. Make your final step. I won't. How's my health doing? It's doing okay. Things are okay-ish. Why is there a copy of me here? Hey, Clara.
My hands are tired and my palms are tingling.
Don't listen to the demons. Move down the tunnel. You will see female silhouettes there. These are fated souls. Choose the one to go instead of you. Make a deal with any of the 3 and regret nothing. Talk as little as you can so that they who are beyond the wall won't hear you. A lot of dialogue. Female silhouettes. Choose one to go instead of... So whoever I choose dies? Are they characters from the... that I know? Where did these women come from? These are not women. These are their teki. Their what? These are teki. A teki is a clot between the warm and the cold. What? It's like a soul, only smaller and able to talk. It escapes the sick and the sleeping, hanging between the warm earth and the cold sky, so that the spirits could whisper in its ear, demanding to hear the story of the person's life. But these ones, are they alive? No need for sorrow. They are all dead anyway. Don't waste your words in vain. Save your breath. Fine, I'll remember this. When you have chosen a soul, ask her what you want to know. She will tell you the truth. Use the opportunity, then walk through the black opening. It will let you through. I will.
I'll find a use for every single person here. I'll perform the essential miracle.
Walk along the tunnel. Don't hesitate. Move faster before they are disturbed. Here I go. Oh boy. That's a hell of a visual. Wait, I know who you are. That's Anna Angel. Are you the silhouette of a woman? Is that what I'm supposed to think?
What?
Who is it? I want to ask you a question. Go ahead. Just be quick. It's hard for me to stay here for so long. Who is the sacrifice the kin is expecting from me? That's unclear. I see the line breaking into 2 here. They are parallel, though, like a circle that's turned inside out. I can't look at it anymore. I'll lose my mind. You didn't answer my question. Who's the person I meant to sacrifice? There was no person. Damn, I still don't understand. What shall I do? Can I come back? No, stay here. What did I just do? Foreman Oyen had killed Isidore Burke the night before my arrival. Kind of had the implication of that before.
My arms are flaccid, as if made of cotton wool.
Off with you. This palaver became an ordeal that I will no longer endure. I'll be on my way. It's you three.
Changeling has found refuge with the commander. What does that mean?
Go, go. I feel the breach is closing. Do I just keep running this way? Oh. Okay. I guess it was a choice between those three characters. And while they're not the most developed, well-known characters for me, I may have doomed Anna Angel, but if I have to choose one of those three characters, she's probably the best choice. One of them at least, like, runs a shelter to help people, and one of them's, I don't know, at least an attempted woman of science or critical thinking or something. I don't know, she seemed to have a chance at being helpful, but she doesn't really come up, honestly. But Anna Angel's, wasn't she, like, vindictive and spiteful and conspiring for other people's deaths? Well, both of them kind of were. In fact, both of them kind of conspire at the expense of the woman who ran the shelter at that one time. All three of them, so those are the same three characters that all give you a panacea during the Bachelor campaign. They're all involved here, and they don't really come up a lot else. They came up from time to time in Bachelor campaign, mainly the shelter one, especially with respect to a lot of her quests, really. But, I think in my campaign, they basically didn't matter. I'm trying to remember if I've talked to any of them before. I think there was the one time with the other changeling where she was around, and it was suspected that her presence might be at either the shelter or Anna Angel's or something. No, Anna Angel sent me on the mission, but that was like the only time, basically. Huh. So if that is a choice of what happens to which character, you as the Haruspex, if you played the Haruspex first, have like no idea who these people even are to make decisions about them. We know Anna Angel's a liar who likes to invent stories about herself probably to seem more interesting. At least that seemed to be an implication. I don't know. Due to how this game tells its story and how everything's contradicted all the time, constantly, even when I think I can recall an exact explanation of something by someone, I don't trust myself to explain what many parts of the story are or how many characters work, because it's hard enough to remember in detail what everyone says, but even on top of that, so much of the stuff that people says seems to be bullshit that I can't even say that what I think I know is true half the time. Hey asshole, surprised to see me?
She gave me these legs to make up for the crippled ones.
What do you want, dead one? Speak, spirit. I am alive. You are to call me the Elder One now. You went into the throat. You followed the path of water. You couldn't have come back. Or are you a sorcerer that dared to break the lines of the House of Suok with his black magic? So you have led me to my certain death, haven't you? I have, but I will restore the lines of Suok's womb. Take one step back if you're no spirit. I am no longer where you'd send me. See for yourself. What? 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 Well, we're fighting now? How did I get here? What the fuck? He just comically dressed up as a bull and attacked me, and also there's the bull I need, apparently. God damn, he's massive. And I guess you had another one, you asshole? He bleeds a lot for getting punched. So is that like your leather, like BDSM mask? Like, what's that? It's really hard to take that seriously. Leather masks. Welcome to my cave. God damn, he does not die. Then again, I'm punching a person. I don't really know how strong that is. I've never really had to do that. He seems to have trouble aiming at me. He's like attacking in a weird... His headbutts go the right way. His other attacks don't. Okay. What? Okay. I guess they must have removed my inventory, because I went from no weapon to knife mid-scene. How do they call upon the Menku, the faithful of the warden kin? Known by their hands, for they are butchers. Known by their eyes, for they are surgeons. Known by their deeds, for they follow the lines. Freezing within the burial hole, silent at the threshold of non-existence, the kin do not greet the worthy warden. If only you arrived earlier. Oyen, the unworthy foreman, proved to be a disproportionate sacrifice. A disproportionate sacrifice. What does disproportionate mean? Is that bad? Did I over-sacrifice and we're great? Or you get punished for over-sacrificing? Or did he just not match what I needed, ultimately? Well, I finished today's quests, and it's 11 o'clock in the morning. Alright. I mean, we'll wait it out, and I'm probably gonna sleep a lot, but we'll see if anything pops up in the remaining time. Any letters. But I'm out of quests, including the main quest of the day, and it's not even noon yet. Today's been a really weird day. And there was a boss fight? So, the Bachelor was told about walking and talking, and there's a few surprise fights here and there, but the Haruspex campaign starts with a big fight. Or at least in the story, the cutscene of it, there was a fight, and it ends with a boss fight against a bull man in an arena around a mega bull in a secret cave we teleported to. Not totally sure what's going on here. I'm gonna talk to Aspity. Aspity talks to me. I can't talk to Oyen because he's dead. Because she's dead. He's dead. Yeah, I don't know why it's corrected to she at all. I'll try talking to Aspity. Just for some context or something. Because she's the only steppe person, I think, in the game that is allied with me and is a character and is alive. Because Oyen was none of those things except for being alive and a steppe person, and I was not even alive. So maybe if I talk to Aspity, I can get some closure of what's going on. Because doing a boss fight and then the day just ending and being like, what? Is a real weird feeling. Like, I'm just sitting here like, what do I do? What has happened? Thankfully, she's like right down here. I'm hoping she can give me a more idea of what to think right now. Also, I would like to know for sure, that bull, that's one of them, right? That's a supreme. Do we have access to that? Can I cure the entire town? That didn't come up when I was the Bachelor, this idea that there's a supreme still alive at the end. I thought he needed the polyhedron. If he does need the polyhedron, how does he know he needs the polyhedron? Is that maybe Aspity tells me? Or the Bachelor or someone? surprised you right, there's the changeling. Where is your... Do you have a Haruspex doll? I forget. Maybe not? That's the bachelor, I think, and that's the changeling? Believe so.
He who distrusts himself is better off silent.
So, on what conditions will the foreman allow you to have the blood that feeds both Turok's body? Don't you know that already? I know about the sacrifice. Is that all? I have to pass his trial and survive. Are you going to fight him? Yes, I think that's where it's all going. It's already happened. Foreman Oyen killed your father. Did you know this? The kin will renounce him if we tell them. You are mistaken. Gasp in horror. Yes, they will also respect him even more. We are beasts. Beasts follow the strongest, the leader, the victor. What should I do? The foreman is nigh unkillable. Even by you. He's older and stronger. I think all is lost now. If chance doesn't help you until tomorrow, step down. The Burks have lost their claim. I'll follow your advice. I beat him already.
Bachelor came to the conclusion that the town has to be destroyed. That's some healer.
I'll be waiting for the hour when you fulfill your destiny. What about my father? How did he make the sacrifice? Don't you know? I wouldn't have asked you if I knew Kindred One. He was very clever. He didn't kill a person, even though that's what was expected. He took a sickle and cut down a field of 9-year-old Sperry with it. I don't think he really expected that blood would flow from the stems, but it did. That's how the marsh was formed. The gullet was full of blood for 2 days straight. Then Bos Turok accepted him. I see, Saba.
Perhaps turning inside out will...
Well. Nope. She just talks like I haven't done it yet, so... I don't know. See you guys tomorrow, probably.